saying that with no attempt of trying to subvert the previous performance of the witness before us, but I think today is doing much better. I thought it's important that I make that statement.
Are you saying he has the helmet on his head?
Yeah. No, Mr. Nkabinde, you've been with IPID since 2010, right?
Yeah. Yes, correct.
I think you are going to be an asset to some of us because the obsession here is to drill down, and we want to trace back all these allegations so that we'll have an understanding of when they started to feature in the operations of SAPS. Now, when General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi was here, when he was describing your relationship, he said that you guys started to be close when you had problems at IPID. Apparently, you applied for a post for which you were not appointed, and that's how you got close to each other. Can you say something about that? Is it true? Was it a true reflection of what you know? If you want to make some additions, you are free to do so.
It is very correct that during my hardship from IPID, General Mkhwanazi was a person supporting and next to me because he was not also in support of what is happening in IPID when it comes to state capture. So now when I'm reporting this, he was also happy that someone could stand up against the state capture. So he is correct that I ran to him and share my frustration.
So in your belief, were you unfairly treated when you were not appointed, or the processes were fair and you were excluded on merits?
The post that I was unfairly treated, when I left IPID, then I was outside government. Then at some stage, there was a post advertised in the SAPS. Then I applied. When I applied for that post, I was invited for an interviews. Then I became #1 to that post. I was recommended for the post. Then while I was waiting for an appointment letter, Paul O'Sullivan sent an email to the then National Commissioner, General Stoll. And in that email, he's saying, you dare appoint that man, Nkabinde. And he copied me in that email. Then at the bottom of the email, he wrote to me, Nkabinde, how do you think I would miss this? Because I told you I won't let my eyes off you. So that means, according to Paul O'Sullivan, I must suffer for the rest of my life while he's still alive. So that's what happened. And indeed, I was not appointed based on one email from Paul O'Sullivan. The way is so powerful.
Okay.
Can we just request SC, because he's now Honorable Nomvalo's time to ask questions. The camera can't locate him because he's sitting right behind you. It's just 1 minute, don't worry. We're counting your time in light years, not in minutes.
Can I proceed, Chair? Well, I forgot to ask you, should I address you as Mr. Nkabinde?
Yes.
I'm asking because the issue of titles is very important. Someone came in here as a professor. When we went for lunch, he was a doctor. When we finished, he was a Mrs. So it's very important that I capture your title accurately. Now, you are saying Paul O'Sullivan wrote an email to the National Commissioner.
Yes.
Who is this Paul O'Sullivan? Because even General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, when he came here, he spoke about him. What is his interest in SAPS? Does he play any official role in SAPS?
He does not play any role in SAPS, but is in charge. Because he can send one email and everything stopped.
So
I even, through you, Chair, I even took that matter to Labour Court. How on earth an outsider send one email, and I've got all the proof that I got the post. I'm recommended for the post. How on earth an outsider send one email and my appointment is stopped? And while that Labour case is going on, it was when Minister Mkhunu appointed me. Then I had to then withdraw that post because it was a lower post anyway.
So according to your understanding, what triggers his interest in SAPS operations as an outsider? Why is he so interested?
There's a long history because the report that we are referring to in this house also implicates him. In fact, that is a report that I was reporting what McBride and Paul O'Sullivan are doing. So I know they just hate me with passion.
Okay.
Including Sesogo,
Yes.
the one that is with IDEC.
Did you ever have a relationship with Paul O'Sullivan?
No, not at all. He was working with us.
Well, what do you mean working with you? Because he is not, he does not have any official responsibility, right, at SAPS?
That was exactly what I was reporting. He was leading us, but from outside.
Did he ever, besides the influence that he had on the position that you applied for, notwithstanding that influence, did he ever have any influence in SAPS? Did he ever influence anything, despite what you have mentioned?
Not only in SAPS, he's running IPID, he's running SAPS, he's running NPA. You know what General Mkhwanazi is reporting about the state capture? This is a real state capture. Because even the docket, if the docket involves Paul O'Sullivan, there are two dockets are there lying dust in the NPA. In fact, it was even removed from a black prosecutor.
So did he ever, I'm trying to connect some dots.
When we talk about this thing, I become very emotional what is happening between me and Mkhwanazi. Because I was fighting this with him.
So you were fighting this interference?
Yes,
this undue interference by Paul O'Sullivan?
Me and Mkhwanazi, we are one WhatsApp group. So I don't know what is, maybe I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because these are the things that, even what he's reporting now, these are the things that me and him are fighting, state capture.
But what I'm trying to understand here, Mr. Nkabinde, is how does he successfully interferes in SAPS operations? Does he has people that he works with in SAPS? Is he connected to some influential people who just take instructions from him? And if so, who are those people?
Yeah, he works with very senior people in SAPS in such a way that even with that appointment, my appointment, they leaked it to him. He even wrote there that I know about an imminent appointment of Nkabinde. Then you dare appoint him. So now how does he even got internal documents.
So do you know who he works with at SAPS? Can you specify people with whom he has been working to influence SAPS operations?
Not really, but it shows that because he knows everything in SAPS, but you wouldn't specifically say this did what when.
Okay. So while you were still working for IPID, did you ever get any instruction from him? Or did he ever try to influence you to take a particular position?
Yes, he was giving us instruction.
How was he?
He was in charge of us.
How was he giving you instructions? Was he calling you, or he was coming to your offices, or he was sending you SMSs? How did it happen?
He come to the office, he hold meetings with us to tell us what to do. At some stage, he will go and interview our witnesses, portraying as if he worked for IPID. Having our letterhead of IPID, he will just call you to come and sign, and it's done everything.
Yeah, because you know what I'm trying to understand here is how does an outsider who does not work for SAPS how does he has so much influence in SAPS operations? Where is he getting those powers from? I mean, it means the system is very loose at SAPS. Anybody can just go in and call staff members and invite them to a meeting. Is it loose to that extent that anyone like myself, I can just go to any SAPS offices here or IPID offices and say, guys, let's meet in the boardroom, let's have a meeting and give you instructions?
Yeah, no, they are in charge. He is in charge.
But where does he get those powers from? Because for you to be in charge, you must get powers from somewhere.
Hey, we don't know. Maybe this, at least now, it's revealed now to the higher authority in Parliament.
So
because this thing was never even attended to. My report was never even interrogated, except that Minister Cele used it not to renew his contract. But the allegation, they were never dealt with. In fact, I'm the one who's suffering outside, that even when I've got an opportunity to get a job, Paul O'Sullivan will send one email to stop me. Now, it means even this appointment, I only got it because it was a hierarchy from a political office. He could not stop it.
Yeah, so what you are saying here is that you were not appointed because of his influence.
Yes, one email.
To the National Commissioner.
Yes.
So the National Commissioner acted in accordance with the instructions of Paul O'Sullivan.
Yes.
Okay. So did he ever influence a dismissal of anybody or a removal from any position of any person who ever worked for SAPS?
Yeah, that was the project that we were in, which is part of what I was reporting. The project was to make sure that General Pahlane does not get appointed as a permanent national commissioner. He was an acting national commissioner by then.
No, wait. So when you are saying it's a project that you were in, do you also involve yourself in that project?
Hence, I reported it, yes.
So you were a group that was plotting against General Patlane.
We were in that task team that were plotting with an instruction of McBride and Paul O'Sullivan.
So how were you plotting? Were you holding physical meetings or?
Physical meetings and how we're gonna do it. That's why I ended up reporting this. It was against my conscience, destroying people. Then Patlane was then suspended. Motiba came in as an acting national commissioner. We go for him.
So tell me, why was Patlane a target?
The main thing was that there was no permanent national commissioner. Patlane was acting.
Yeah, sorry, because I also want to move with you. If you don't mind, and if you can remember, can you cite times, years and months to say at this time we plotted, at this time we did this and that, so that we can move together? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it was a year 2017 where we were busy with plotting to remove Patlane. He was an acting national commissioner. The main reason, Paul O'Sullivan wanted McBride to become a national commissioner. So we were targeting everyone who occupied that seat. Because Paul O'Sullivan wanted McBride, it's like in IPID, powers are limited. So McBride must become a national commissioner. So the project was to remove everyone in that seat.
Yeah, because my recollection is that, well, I might be wrong because it happened some time ago. My recollection is that Patlane was suspended.
Yes.
And part of the reasons for his suspension was an issue of blue lights and I think a sound system.
Sound system.
There was a story about blue lights and the sound system. Those are the reasons. So I'm trying to now weigh those reasons with what you are saying, against what you are saying, because you are saying he was suspended because you guys plotted against him. And then what was reported in the public domain are the reasons which I've outlined. So were those reasons fabricated?
Yes.
How were they fabricated?
We created a scenario where we have a search and seizure to go to his house to look for the sound system that he bought. But the aim was not about sound system. The aim was to come with the media. Acting national commissioner's home was raided, so that the president will have no choice but to remove him.
So you came with the media?
Yeah, the media was plotting with us.
So you plotted with some journalists?
Yes.
And then the other story of blue lights?
No, the other story, blue light, it was after he was not even already, he was already removed.
He was removed.
Yeah, it was other.
But it also implicated him.
It also implicated him. And in that blue light, the target was him. Because they were looking for him in all angles. Even the blue light story was part of that.
So the gist of all of this was a power struggle.
The gist of all this is to usurp power in the criminal justice system. Because our targets were in different departments. NPA, SSA, IPID, SAPS, all of those. The plan was there, how those people have to be targeted so that they would get removed.
Now, you said you were plotting, so I assume that you were plotting as a group. Are you in a position to mention other people who were part of that group that was plotting against
I
Pashani?
can give one example, just one example here in my report. In one paragraph here, it was a well-known fact that Mr. Robert McBride wanted to become a national commissioner, and he was telling some members of task team that he was considered for the post.
Sorry, before you go on, we are talking about a task team here. Was it a factional task team or it was an official task team? Is it a task team that you established yourself in pursuit of what you wanted to achieve, or it was a task team of SAPS, an official task team?
Now remember, this is IPID.
I mean, sorry, of
This is
IPID.
IPID,
Yes.
then McBride
Yes.
established a task team. Then he recruited us from different offices to become
So
a national task team.
he established a factional group.
Yes.
So you were part of a factional group.
Yes.
Okay.
And we even the name of that group, it was a Pahlane task team.
So the name, did you have documents? I don't understand. What do you mean the name? Did you have founding documents of this factional group? Where was it termed, or you had a WhatsApp group?
Yeah, but we were reporting directly to McBride.
So you had a WhatsApp group?
Yes.
That's where you were plotting. So that's where this name was written, Pahlane Group. I mean, Pahlane.
The name of the group, yeah.
The name of the group was Pahlane
Task team.
Pahlane task team.
Yeah, because the task team was established solely for him.
No, Chair, I think we'll make a submission, but I think it's very important that we invite General Pahlane to come to the committee. Yeah, you can carry on. I interrupted you while you were still speaking.
I was just want to make one example in this paragraph that there was a meeting that took place at Mr. Paul O'Sullivan's house. This house was a former house of a well-known Rondoville creature, whereby Mr. Paul O'Sullivan was chairing this meeting. And among other people present in this meeting, it was Mr. McBride, Mr. Mandlagayese Mahlangu from IPID. He was with our task team, the late Mahlangu, Mr. Cedric Nkabinde, myself, Sarah Jane Trent. She was a Paul O'Sullivan assistant. A white lady called Candice from Crime Intelligence, Mr. Shedrack Sibiya, the former Gauteng Hawks boss, two white males, representative from AfriForum and from DA. And a white lady as a journalist. The main purpose of this meeting was to plot how to bring down Pahlane to ensure that he was not confirmed as a national commissioner. AfriForum representatives guaranteed that the funds were available to carry out this mission. And Paul O'Sullivan...
Sorry, I'm sorry for interrupting you. You forgot to mention the year. When was that? 20...
This report is 28 April 2018.
2018, when you were about to leave IPID.
Yes, so this probably towards the end of 2017.
Or towards the end of 2017, okay.
The main purpose of the said meeting was to plot how to bring down Pahlane to ensure that he was not confirmed as a national commissioner. AfriForum representative guaranteed that the funds were available to carry out this mission. And Paul O'Sullivan was responsible of spying on Phahlane to find anything. The meeting sought to plot how to usurp power of the entire security cluster, NPA, Crime Intelligence, SSA, DPSI, and specific individuals were identified from the above mentioned department to be targeted, the purpose of which was their removal from the same position. Mr. McBride gave assurance that IPID will go after them and Paul O'Sullivan will be a spy on them.
Okay, no, can you do me a favor, Mr. Nkabinde? If you can summarize, because there are some questions which I want to ask you, and I'm afraid I'm running out of time. The gist of that meeting, even if you don't read word by word. So the gist of the meeting was to establish a plan to get rid of Phahlane.
Yes. And
in that meeting, you identified Paul O'Sullivan as a person who is going to spy.
Yes.
On Phahlane.
Yes.
So that was the first meeting of that formation.
That was the first item. The other item was to identify other role players in other departments.
Yes. So what was the common interest here against Phahlane of these people? What was a common interest against Phahlane and in favor of McBride? Why was Phahlane not preferred, and why was McBride preferred?
Because Phahlane did not comply with Paul O'Sullivan. So Paul O'Sullivan could not control Phahlane.
Whereas he could control McBride.
Yes.
Okay. And then ultimately, the goal was achieved because Phahlane was suspended.
Yes.
So according to your evidence, the reason why Phahlane was suspended is because of this plot.
Yes.
And nothing else.
Yes.
And everything else which was reported was fabricated.
Yeah, that's why he has never been arrested on those things.
Okay. And then
that is why allegations are very dangerous if not proven. Because we have people like Phahlane now who they lost all their livelihood. So it's very important to prove allegation and test them.
So with this blue light case, they were just fueling a plot which was already in existence.
So that there will be more halabaloo.
So which company was supplying blue lights?
I can't remember. Instrumental law something.
Yeah. Were they charged, that company?
Yes.
Were they formally charged?
Yes.
Do you know where the case is now in terms of progress? Is there anyone who was arrested, prosecuted?
They are going court even now.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no one has been arrested.
No, they were arrested. They are appearing courts now.
Or they have not been convicted?
They have not been convicted as yet.
Okay. And then when the NDPP was here, I asked her about her relationship with Paul O'Sullivan. And I asked if she knows Paul O'Sullivan. And then she said in her reply, she doesn't know Paul O'Sullivan. She only hears about him. Subsequently, I asked her about a case. I think we got some information somewhere that Paul O'Sullivan was once charged and prosecuted, but charges were later withdrawn. But let us start here. According to your knowledge, is Paul O'Sullivan also interfering with the NPA?
Yes.
Do you know who is his link in the NPA?
No, I don't have a specific individual, but why I'm saying that, it's because the case against Paul O'Sullivan it gets stuck in the MPA.
Okay, so the case for which he was charged and prosecuted related to what?
It's related to what I'm reading out in this report.
He misrepresented himself as an IPID employee.
All those things, yes.
Yes. Do you
And
know?
then he was charged, and McBride was charged, and the case was withdrawn to get a racketeering certificate, which is up until now. Instead, it was removed from another prosecutor to the other, but it does not come back to court.
Yeah, because
Over 5 years now.
Because we requested the NDPP when she was here to tender a progress report in that regard, and we were patiently waiting for that report. But do you know who was the prosecutor of the case? Who was dealing with the case?
Yes, I know.
What
Advocate,
is his name?
Advocate Mashego,
Is he still working for the NPA?
I think so. At DPP's office,
So he's the one who was handling the case.
yes. And the investigating officer of that case is Major General. He's now acting as a divisional commissioner here in the head office SAPS.
Yes. So, according the chair is saying I'm running out of time. I so wish I can have 4 hours with you today, because there is more information that you are giving. The last one. Do you think Paul O'Sullivan has a funding that he gets somewhere which agitates him to have this uncontrollable appetite on issues of SAPS, or he's just being flamboyant for no ultimate benefit? Can you give a response? I won't come back. Thank you very much.
It's written in this report that he do have fundings from overseas.
So the funding is specifically for the task that he is pursuing.
Yes.
To interfere with the work of SAPS, of the Justice Cluster.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.